One of the challenges we encounter when learning to play the C major scale is that the fingering is kind of confusing when we play both hands together at the same time, right? Because the right hand starts with your thumb on C, and then it goes 2, 3, and then the thumb crosses through to the F so that your hand can finish the scale. But when you're playing it in the left hand, you start with your pinky on C, and then you go all the way up to your thumb, and then the middle finger crosses over, right? The reason why this is kind of confusing is that when you put the hands together, your fingers are crossing at different points. The right hand is crossing here, and then the left hand is crossing here. The reason why this is kind of tricky and confusing is because those crossings are happening at different points. And the reason why that is because the hands are mirrors of each other, right? So that when you play them in parallel, when you go up the C major scale in parallel like we're doing here, the crossings naturally happen at different points. Now we can actually use this mirroring of the hands and the fingers to our advantage here with the C major scale, okay? So the way that this trick works is that you have both hands starting on middle C here, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're going to conduct our hands and our fingers in exactly the same manner, okay? So starting here on C, then we're going to play our second finger, okay? So the left hand is going down, the right hand is going up, right? Notice the hands are in perfect coordination. Now here in the middle finger, here we're gonna cross the thumb through, okay? Now what that does is it opens up the rest of the hand so that you can finish the scale. Now the whole point here is that we want our hands and our fingers to be orchestrated in perfect mirror fashion, okay? So now we come back up. Now here both hands are on the thumb, so that now we can cross the middle finger over and finish back on that C, okay? So the whole point of this exercise is to kind of get out of your head and get more into your fingers and hands and the intuitive nature of how they are going to navigate the keyboard, okay? Right, again, they are in perfect mirror coordination of each other, right? Now this is a really interesting and unique trick with the C major scale. It doesn't work with any of the other scales. It really only works with the C major, and it's tapping into the mirror nature of the hands, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to start to really feel more connected with the keyboard in your hands and fingers. And so yeah, you're really practicing the C major scale with your hands together. Now, when it comes to practicing scales, there's no right way to practice them. I mean, yes, we're told that that is the right way to practice scales, and yeah, it's a very effective way to practice scales. But with the C major scale, I find that this mirror technique is really fun, and it's quite easy because you're just orchestrating the hands in the exact same fashion, right? They're literally just mirroring each other, which I think is really cool. Now, the practical benefit of this is that you're playing hands together, you're practicing this scale, and you're practicing the different movements and the crossing over of the fingers in both hands simultaneously, right? So you're actually saving time, because the other way to practice this would be hands separate. So you would practice the left hand going up like this, and then going back down, and then you would practice the right hand going up, going back down, and then you would bring them together, right? So what you're doing with this mirror technique is you're actually saving time, because you're practicing both hands together simultaneously. Right? You're practicing the movements in both hands at the same time. Yeah. So it's very time saving, I find, this exercise. And it's fun and it's cool, and it's a unique way to actually look at the keyboard and look at the C major scale. Now, I cover this in a lot more depth in UtK Keyboard Pro, and if you like understanding how the keyboard actually works, I break things down in a lot of detail in UtK Keyboard Pro. Yeah, this is really just the beginning, and I think this is a really helpful hack for kind of unlocking the hands. Now, the thing to note here is that the way that the right hand goes up the C major scale is the way that the left hand goes down the C major scale. And the way that the right hand goes down is the way that the left hand comes up. Okay, so that's how this kind of works. And yeah, then once you've practiced it enough, that's when you bring the hands together and just go slowly. And once it clicks, and you really want to get to that click point. And this is a really great way of actively training hand independence as well, right? Because again, your hands and fingers are doing different things at the same time. And so I think when you unlock this, it's going to be a massive win for your journey on the piano, and I'm really excited for you. And I hope this mirror technique helps you out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely like and subscribe and all of that. And yeah, I'll be making more videos on kind of little hacks and tutorials, and there's heaps of stuff I'm going to be making here on this channel, so definitely subscribe. And if you want more of a deep dive and a full system on actually unlocking the keyboard that's fun and like a video game, check out UtK Keyboard Pro, and I'll see you over there. Peace.